Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Sports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for some Wednesday night racing here at the Winston Throwback Series. They're going to be running the Brickyard today, 250 miles. I know it says 225 in the description, but I was going off the flyer they sent me over here, so not a big deal. All the fun stuff in regards to that. 100 laps though is on the schedule. That's going to be what we're going to be able to be running here. They just finished up qualifying. It's going to be good. We're going to have a great race today. The Brickyard, of course, the iconic 2.5 mile track. It's just absolutely a wonderful, wonderful racetrack to be a part of, as they're going to line them up and roll them down, rock and roll. Yeah, kind of the way things kind of do their thing here. And we'll take a look, starting grid right there. Kevin Savoy's going to be the pole sitter here. John Hammond will be the outside pole sitter in this fantastic little race that they're going to have going on. Ryan Johnson, Jesse Bunnell there in row number 2. Michael Strickland, the striker man himself, will be there with Michael Coulter Jr. to the outside in that row number 3. Brian Farrington and Joseph Grijalva making up row number 4, Brian Rayburn and Richard Holland in row number 5. Donnell Williams will have Joshua Brock there. And, of course, we'll move down that starting grid here. William Curran, looks like Brandon Porter's going to be there with him in row number 7. Bob Gray back in the mix. He's going to have Devin Galvin there in the number 45. Bob Garofalo in the number 40. He's going to have Skylar Sheridan with him. And Charles Garrett. Mar's going to be out there. Mar probably running the numbers today. That's pretty normal for him. Andrew Tenold and Evan Burke will make up the tail end of the field. Those will be the drivers here. Race information for you. Indianapolis, 2.5 mile track, 109 degrees on the track temperature, so it's going to be blistering hot. About 10 o'clock in the morning is where the session is set. So I expect that the track temperature might heat up a little bit before it tries to cool down, even with all the rubber that they're going to be putting down. It does look like 82 degrees on the air temperature, 62% humidity for the sticky tires here. Cloudy skies will play a factor in the turns, and that 7 mile an hour wind will shake up these cars. It does look like take a look. Let's see, Kevin, the pole sitter. Kevin's still leading in points here in the series. MCI Graphics, Amar Paintworks, Team Monte Carlo, Butt Kicker. Make sure you use promo code Throwback at thebuttkicker.com for 25% off. They're going to be a ton of fun. Butt Kicker right there. It's going to be fun. Kelly, good to see you out there. Thank you very much, sir. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Mama Coulter out there, how are you doing? Thank you very much. She says good luck to all the drivers with Michael Coulter Productions. Joe out there as well. El Paso is ready to go, and good luck to all the drivers. Go Army. Ooh, out there. Airborne all the way. We're going to have some fun. Make sure that you reach up, hit that like, hit the follow buttons, hit the notification bell, let you know when we go live for all of our, not just our iRacing broadcasts, but all the gaming streams and all the fun stuff that we do over here at Signature Sports. Yeah, especially on Twitch. That's where I do all my personal gaming, and I tell you what, if you've not seen me play Warzone After Dark, I get kind of comical out there. Pace it around down the backstretch, and I'm gonna be curious to see what they have here, what they're going to be able to do when it comes to fuel strategy here. The fuel strategy has been kind of some of the last few races that they've had have pretty much decided the race. Let's see. Oh, they do have Season 2 sign-up going on right now. So if you want to be a part of the Winston Throwback Series, they're going to have a new season coming up here pretty soon. You can find their information out there on the iRacing platform. Pace Car is going to dive in. That weird non-looking Mustang. It's going to drive in. Oh, Pace Car will be in right here. There it is. Start restart zone about halfway down the racetrack, and about 2/3 of the way down is the start finish line, and there they are. Green flag's gonna wave. We're at some heavy tire wear is going to happen in the first 5 or 6 laps, and we're going to see some killer pace time, but 100 laps is going to be a big factor here. And I was looking up the race information so that way we could talk about exactly where they're going to be. Kevin already pushing that single file line right behind him. 36 of Johnson right there with him. John Hammond falls back to third. Don't count out any of these drivers yet. They're going to hook the tires. You're going to see a lot of them try to put the tires right there next to the white line on the right by the rumble strip. You don't want to hit the rumble strip, but you most definitely want to put those tires right there by the white line. It helps the car turn as we complete lap 1. Top 10 all within 2.5 seconds of each other. Just a great little day, great little drive off. You missed the race yesterday. Texas was hot and heavy for the NECRL, the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. I encourage you to go back and watch that race. It was green to green all the way through. That was pretty stinking awesome. Let's see. 65% fuel, 5 sets of tires for the drivers. They'll be running that 100 laps. They'll be enjoying it. It's going to be fun. Into turn number 3 and 4. Lap 2 underway, coming across turn 4. Watch the driver in the corner, deep into the turn, onto the front stretch here at the Brickyard. And it is just nice driving. If you haven't seen Michael, you'll see Michael tomorrow night. The MCI group did a paint job he's going to be debuting tomorrow. I'm pretty happy with. If you haven't seen that one, that one's going to be a ton of fun. Wheels America Cup Series will be our Thursday night racing series that we're going to be broadcasting tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to seeing kind of where the next-gen cars develop. Those drivers are going to be one of the series next to the B&R Cup Series that we have on Saturday night that I'm going to be looking at where these cars are going to go. We already have a next-gen series that we do Sunday afternoons, which you'll have to tune in this Sunday. We have another one right before the Super Bowl that you'll be able to tune in and watch. That'll be a ton of fun. But, yeah, it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what tomorrow's going to bring. And that, of course, brought to you by WheelsAmerica.com. Great company out there. Charles Garrett in and out of pit road. It's like he had to come in and get some stuff taken care of, driving the Skull Bandit 33. And he'll get up to speed. It'll be a lap down. It'll be a couple of laps down. Looks like he's about 3 laps down. Evan Burke out there helping Amar run some numbers. Kevin, smooth sailing, half second between he and Ryan Johnson. And they're just kind of chilling. Nice and easy drive right now. Bunnell trying to get himself back in the mix as well. Tire wear will be where we start to see what driver's going to do what. Kevin, of course, just kind of relaxing. 35.49 on the I rating. A-class, 3.44 on the safety rating. That is a little drive off. Ryan Johnson, 24.34 on his I rating. John Hammond, 16.32. Bunnell, 34.57. So some high-rated, high-ranked drivers in here trying to make some things kind of work in their favor. 90 and these ARCA Series cars are pretty fantastic. They've it's still one of those series that you can't count out, and you can't say that they don't have some good leagues out there. This has been a pretty phenomenal league to be able to be a part of. Paint schemes, they are set from the late 90s, early 2000s for the throwback scenario. 99 a little bit free out of the corner there. Ryan Johnson might be able to settle in here and start to try to catch some things up. Got some driver cams. Check on our Tabasco car. Richard Holland looking to try to find some extra speed here. Watch the drive into the corner. You hear the tires kind of cooking there. These cars feel like they're on edge all the time. Holland in 9th. A little blink there. It's all good. It's all stable now. Take a look at where Grijalva is now. Right in front of him. You see my point of view, which is a stationary camera, and you see his point of view, which is not. Ooh, taps the wall there. It's a little bit into the wall. We'll see a little bit of this right side. This little right side damage. It'll happen. He's still going to be up to speed. Still doing good. He was in 8th place. That's going to be the number 24 there. I'll have to go to, let's see, Devin Galvin. A little gyro cam for you on Galvin here. A little feather in there. You see the white knuckle grip. Galvin currently in 15th. The spot from the start of the race. Andrew Tenold in front of him. Good little run. Some good fun for him. That's for darn sure. Joshua Brock, the last driver. Way up for driver cams. Let's move up to him real quick. Little nose cam action for him. There's the number 1. Right behind Mr. Holland in the Tabasco machine. I'm a fan of the 35. You see the driver in the corner. See how he hooks the tires onto the bottom of that line so he can carry speed out of the corner. And both of these drivers pretty close to each other. That's going to be the way it works. It's the way the cookie crumbles, so to speak. 9 laps in, and it's smooth sailing. I want to pull up some track stats, track information for the Brickyard. Let's see. Right now, point standings. 211 points back is Bunnell, who's in 4th right now, who won last week. He needs to push a little bit more to Kevin. Be able to try to hold on 2.9 seconds, the difference between he and that first place car at the moment. We'll see how that works. Ryan Johnson closing the distance a little bit here. The 99 seems to have worn his tires. And the 36 utilizing the draft to try to capitalize that. All right, let's see. What does Wikipedia say about it? 2.5 miles in length or 2.55 miles. 36 hooking the bottom line. 99 is going to be right next to the wall, a little bit free. 36 going to try to capitalize here. Constructed in 1909, it is the second purpose-built banked oval racing circuit after Brooklands and the first to be called a speedway. It is the third oldest permanent automobile racetrack in the world behind Brooklands and the Milwaukee Mile, with a permanent seating capacity of 257,325, and is the highest capacity sports venue in the world. It's so famous. Johnson taking over the lead here, able to capitalize on 99, get a little bit free. He's going to lead a lap. He's going to lead lap 10. We'll see what Kevin does here as Ryan Johnson has figured out how the bricks are laid here at the Brickyard. Where did that's the other thing I wanted to look at. Where did the bricks come from? Breaking up the draft, the 36 does. Let's see. There it is. The tradition of kissing the bricks was first started by NASCAR champion Dale Jarrett after his Brickyard 400 victory in 1996. Jarrett and the crew chief Todd Parrott decided to walk out to the start-finish line, kneel, and kiss the yard of bricks to pay tribute to the fabled history of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Super cool. That's why they call it the Brickyard. It's also why they call it the Brickyard. How cool is that? Dun, 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 dun. And can you believe that, what is this, 2022, and we've seen generations of racing just in my lifetime? How cool is that? 36, 99, 36 out front. Clean air might be the downfall to some of these drivers. I'm not sure. Jesse picks up third. He gets around Hammond. Strickland gets around Hammond as well. Hammond back to fifth. Ryan Farrington with the number 20. Try to make it work. Try to make it stick. Missed some stars the other day from, 20 a little bit free right there. There's Brian Farrington. Kelly, thank you for the like. Brian Rinker, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like out there as well on Facebook. Missed some stars the other day. It was Carly sent over 100 stars the other day, yesterday. So, my apologies about missing all of that. Let's see. Coulter Jr., third in points. Let's see where he is sitting at right now. The number 8 spot. Driving the old Goodrich number 3. As Grijalva in front of him. Grijalva 6.5 seconds. Holland falls back to 10th. Joshua Brock did get around Mr. Holland. Let's look and see where Bob Gray is. There's number 18 to the inside of the 6 here. Bob trying to make that pass. He's going to be clean. Donnell Williams falls back to 13th. As Bob Gray picks up another spot, he's in 12th. He's trying to track down William Kern, who's in the number 43, driving the old King Richard Throwback STP paint scheme. I do like that. Got a little Pontiac on the front. Popular, unpopular opinion. I wish they'd bring Dodge back. I mean, that's kind of my thing. Strickland having an issue. And John Hammond off track as well. Looks like he's got to get up to speed. Something going on there. Hold on. I think the 8 gets into the corner here. Does he just get free? He comes up, taps the wall. He does. He taps the wall. Ooh, sends them both down into the wall here. Oh, man. Stryker tapping the wall. He's got to get back up to speed. John Hammond had to jump to pits. I think his engine was blown. So they do have a fast repair. They'll be able to... Actually, I take that back. I don't think they have a fast repair. I think caution's going to come out. And 15 laps in. Something's Sheridan, Stryker. Stryker must have had an issue there. Trying to get up to speed. They'll rack 'em, stack 'em. Do it all over again. 3 pace laps around Indianapolis. Gonna have a little bit of time here, folks. While we do, we'll have ourselves a little bit of a hydrate break. Get out there. Amanda, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic night as well out there on YouTube. Thank you very much. Coulter Jr. getting some more shout-outs out there. Super awesome. Kevin getting some good fun. Hammond finally made it to pit. He had to tow, so the tow around this racetrack is immensely long, about 2.5 minutes if you are at the end of pit road and have to come all the way back around. So iRacing dictates the way that these things come to pit road based on your track position, and then it, of course coordinates time to that. Kevin had gotten back around Ryan Johnson, so Kevin's back out front. Ryan Johnson able to make it work. 16 of 100. And, yeah. Let's see. They used to call... In the 1930s, they used to call the Brickyard the Junkyard. With the Great Depression hitting the nation, the purse dropped from the winner's amount of $50,000. Or, sorry, the purse dropped from a winner's share of $50,000 and a total of $98,250 in 1930 to $18,000 and $54,450 respectively. There is a common misconception the rules were dumbed down to what they call the junkyard formula to allow more entries during the Depression. The rules were indeed changed, but it was due to the effort by the Speedway to get more car manufacturers involved in the race by discouraging the entry of specialized racing machines that dominated the 500 during the mid to late 20s. The rule changes, in fact, were already being laid out before the market crash. In 1931, Dave Evans performed a remarkable feat when his Cummins diesel special completed the entire 500 miles without a pit stop. What? It was also the first diesel entrant. Say what? How do you not come to pit road and get tires? I mean, I guess back then they weren't using what they're using today. In 1933, a record 42 cars started the 500. For 1934, the maximum fuel consumption limit was imposed to 45 U.S. gallons. There it is. It became 42.5 U.S. gallons in 1935, 37.5 U.S. gallons in 1936, when the limits resulted in several top competitors running out of fuel in the closing laps. The limits were abandoned, though the use of pump gasoline is still mandatory. All right. Tell you what, there's a lot of history around the Brickyard. Kevin gets a good little stint off pit road. Ryan Johnson will be in second. Jesse Bunnell will be third. Grijalva in fourth. Michael Coulter Jr. inside the top five as they start to complete some more laps. Striker still getting some stuff taken care of on pit road. John Hammond waiting for the pit stop, or waiting for his car to be towed in. 4 minutes, 16 seconds and counting, as he is still waiting for that to work. Kind of curious to see what's going on there. Joshua Brock in 10th. Bob Gray looks like he's coming back to pit road. Maybe something there. Kevin out front, and they'll go back to double file here. We'll go back to racing here. 18th laps in, and only one caution. Been a good race. We've had a good race. Thank you for the Signature Esports hashtag and the Facebook Gaming hashtag. We are a Level Up creator for Facebook, if you didn't know that. But now you do. Single file restarts for the Winston Throwback Series, just like they did back in the 90s. It's kind of their tradition, and that's what they're going to do. So we'll see some nose to bumper to nose action here early. Not let it pass before the start-finish line, because that's just the way that iRacing deems things. It's kind of weird in that regard on a single file restart, but we'll see it. All the drivers ready to go. Hopefully you are too. Keep those tracks. I'm going to read more into this. See. From 1919 to 1993, the Indianapolis 500 was the only sanctioned race held at the Speedway. And then they added IROC. How cool is that? Then the Xfinity Series came in 2012. And the Tudor United Sports Car Championship held on the Enfield Road Course. Formula One's been there forever. MotoGP has been there. IndyCar Grand Prix has been there. Brickyard Vintage Racing Invitational's been there. And the INDY Autonomous Challenge has been going on $1 million for that challenge. They're ready. We're ready. We're going back to green flag racing. Everybody dips out of line. 99 into the corner. Turn 2 is going to be busy here. Turn 2 has a little bit more banking to the back, to the high side of that. It kind of falls into the corner, which is a little bit different. Whoa! Holland off track back here, or not Holland? That was Evan Galvin, I do believe. Oh, 43, William Kern, there he is. Something happened there. He got free off 2. He's going to find himself back in the mix. Trying to hold on. That's Brandon Porter there. William Kern right behind him in the STP, 43. Everybody getting busy. 99 back. 3 spots. Missed the missed the fallback there. 36 of Ryan Johnson has Bunnell there as well. Bunnell needing more and more points. The more points he can gain, the better off he is going to be as he starts to work his magic into the field. 36, 17, 24. Grijalva picks up third. There is Mr. Joe. Something happened to Kevin. Kevin might be trying to save here. I'm not sure. Those new tires not being up to pressure might be an issue. 45 into the wall back there. There's Devin Galvin. 16, one of Joshua Brock there as well. Brandon Porter trying to come back on track. There's a lot of damage to these cars. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Looks like the one hit the wall there. Oh, man. Hold on. Oh, the phone. There's a lot that happened there. Let's back this up. Looks like the 45 might have just gotten loose right there into the corner. We talk about cold tires. They're only it takes a couple of laps for these things to really get into play. Here's the 45, the one to the outside. 45 drops into the race line here. He's free. Oh, he had to let off the throttle, which put the one into the wall there. 6 goes down, 1 down into the grass. And then right behind him, caution is going to be out. Trying to figure out what happened to the 16 here. The 16 is where I'm a little confused. Maybe a checkup and he got booted. Yeah, I think that might. When he was trying to let out of the throttle because these guys were wrecking in front of him. And then 43 boots him. And then the one helps him back around, up and over, inside out. Not as bad as it looks. We'll see what these drivers are going to do. Second caution happens. That was just, I think that was all new tires. I think that's all that was. And 45 was trying to save it there. That was Devin Galvin. He was just trying to save it, and it kind of skadooshed him a little bit. And when he did, Joshua Brock was right there, and what started all of that. Man, oh man. All right. We all know what's coming. Number 16. Bam. Grijalva will be your race leader here. Coulter. Kevin will be there in third. Andrew Tuttle in the 97. Rich Holland in fifth. Donnell Williams in sixth. Devin Galvin will need to come to pit road, but he's got nothing going on with that. That car looks like it has seen better days. It's the pop can feel. All right, they're going to pace around. Pause for the cause. I need to refill my hydrate juice. Appreciate the patience. Scared to living bejesus at everybody. Joe's going to be out front. Question for the field. It says, how many cars used to race in the IROC Racing Series? Here in Indy, I think there was a... where was that at? Now I have to find it again. I was reading down further. I love it. All right, pace car is going to dive in. I will find that answer. I know that what I like about the IROC series, and that's the reason why NASCAR is going to the next gen series the way they are, is that the IROC series, they gave you one manufacturer. They gave you one, well, not really one manufacturer. They are one manufacturer now. But the IROC series was all about drivability. The cars are so equally matched that it really takes skill to... the most finishing laps for the IROC series was really close. 24 gets a good jump. Well, not really a jump, but he's got about 0.3 of a second. Coulter Jr. tries to hold on. It does look like Tenold is trying to put some moves on the 99. 99 a little bit free out of the corner. Dirty air, not very friendly for Kevin. But of course, the driver who's led the most laps is right there, Brian Rayburn, having some good luck. He's moving over some drivers here inside the big line, trying to hold on. 45. Devin must have used his fast repair, because he is dropping like a sack of potatoes. There's the 45 Sprint PCS driver. Still looking like a modified. Let's see. IROC Challenge. I want to figure that out. Let's see. From 1998 to 2003, an IROC event was held as a support race for the series, and let's see it. And after, okay, so before 2001, there were 18 cars that in the field, and now after that tragic incident with Dale Earnhardt in 2001, they went to 11 car fields for their main events. So that's what there it is, 11 cars. Can you imagine 11 cars driving around and being that close all the time? It's insane. 3, Coulter Jr. trying to put moves on the 24. The battle for the lead rages on as we see these two kind of get neck and neck here. Let's take a look and see. Jay, Leo Brock, giving us a like. Dirtbag Racing, giving us a like out there as well. Thank you very much to you folks out there. Thank you for being a part of the Facebook gaming community. Oh, man. It went from 18 cars to 11 cars. I know at Bristol, they still run 11 cars in the IROC series. Kansas Speedway, I know that they run 11 there as well. I think it is, depending on the sanctioning body and the speeds that they're going to get up to. If those who remember, the IROC series was mostly Pontiac back in the day. And the Chevy Camaros kind of took over a little bit for a while. Toyota was there for a little bit as well. Kind of the way it goes. Kevin really falling back here. It might be just a saving mode here for him. We don't really know what anybody's thinking in this. Bob Gray and Rich Holland. There's Rich Holland in the 35. He's trying to hold on for dear goodness. What does a lead lap look like? It's right along with Joe here in the number 24. His camera feed a little bit faster than mine. It shows just a little bit, about a second ahead of what my feed shows, because it goes into them and back to me in 9/100ths of a second. What is it? They call it 900 milliseconds difference. We're having a good race. Onto the straightaway, looking up. He had some messages up there. This is what it looks like from his point of view. Coulter Jr. right behind him. And Coulter really trying to hold on to that second place. And we talk about drivers just trying to find ways to make the racetrack their own. The Brickyard is all about positioning, especially early on. If you can get a good jump and you can keep yourself up front and not burn a ton of fuel, you'll see different changes. Rich Holland back here with the 99 of Kevin trying to hold on. Ryan Johnson trying to work his way back to the front as Andrew Tittle to the outside. 36 still holding the midline. End of 4. Good run. 97 might have to give up a little room here. And 36 will make that pass into 4th. He's going to be tracking down Bunnell. And that's 17. Lap by lap, it came to pit road. The front 2 came in on 16. So they'll have to pit a little bit earlier than everybody else. Roughly about 3.5 laps. Difference. 24, a little bit free off the corner. We watched this happen to the 99. And right now, Coulter Jr., who can find himself out front. We've seen him do it time and time again, but occasionally we see the 3 car find himself having penalties, which ends up being some of the it's the same with Dale Earnhardt Jr. or not Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt was bad about speeding on pit road. Right now, Grijalva in the draft, and Coulter Jr. takes over the lead and has put the pedal to the metal. Clean air will upset the car. You'll feel the wind a little bit more, and we'll ride along. Take a lap with the number 3. Driving to the corner, really nice. This is the gyro cam, right side of the car. Good feather out of the corner. A good drive line, 24. Trying to stay within striking distance. Driver starting to have better pace. Right now, Bunnell try to match pace with the 24. He will have a good drive line. Right now, Ryan Johnson, one of the fastest on the racetrack. He pulled a 55 flat, 55.06 on the last number. Full second off that pace is going to be the 97 of Andrew Tittle. He's going to have the 20 of Brian Farrington right behind him. Donnell Williams in the number 6 has Bob Gray tracking him down. Try along with Bob. We haven't rode along with Bob. I'm a fan of Bob. I'm a fan of all the drivers. Let's go. They've ran about 10 laps on this pit cycle. Make it 11 this time by, 12 this time by. Forget that. They're completing lap 33, so this will be the 12th lap on this pit cycle. And somewhere around 65% fuel, that'll really push the drive line. That's for sure, because these cars, as light as they get with those rear ends sliding around at Indy, just being upset by air differential, you will see that the nose of the car wants to set into the corner, and it wants to naturally ride up turn right. These cars under power naturally want to turn right, and that has everything to do with the aerodynamics of these cars. One of the purposes of that, you'll see it right there. You see how flat the right side or the passenger side of these vehicles would be. Very flat to keep the air on the back rear spoiler, and a dip in the nose on the driver's side. You see kind of how it angles in there. You can see the difference here. The hood slopes down to the driver's side tire, the left front tire. And what that does is it pushes that nose straight to the pavement, puts that splitter on the ground, and then takes that right side and wants to shove it up the racetrack. Because you're naturally think about it as an airplane wing. That air is not going evenly across the nose of that car. It's actually shoving up and over from the front left to the back right. Interesting things about these cars, that's for sure. Ryan Johnson trying to make a pass on the inside of the 17. Grijalva half second. These drivers have caught the number 3 a little bit. Actually, they're catching the race leader, and some of it has to deal with the fact that they have just a little bit more on the weight of fuel, but also the drive lines worked in their favor as well. 36 tries to go to the inside on the back straightaway. And right now, Coulter Jr. under fire, has the 36 and the 24-17, trying to drop into the corner there. Bunnell making it interesting. Turn 3, and you almost instinctively try to push into the corner a little bit more. If I'm Grijalva, I'm just saving. I'm not trying to push the boundaries. I'm just trying to keep up, trying to do what I can. Ryan Johnson trying to go for the lead here. 36 took the lead away from the 99 earlier. Now finds himself in that draft pack. Number 3 of Coulter Jr. Back to second here. Is under fire from the 17 behind, but no, I don't count anything out. Front 4, they're still pretty close. 3 up the racetrack a little bit here. Turn 2 is the most difficult turn here. I talked about it earlier, how the banking from turn 2 is different than 1, 3, and 4. And it just slopes so much more in that you have to be out of the gas a little bit more in turn 2. 3 up into the wall. 24 trying to go down. Coulter Jr. getting that right side right next to that wall. We watched how that played a factor there. Turn 4 for the drivers as they're moving. Ryan Johnson, your race leader, got some clean air and is starting to drive away here. Big thank you to everybody out there watching. You know, kind of what we do. All righty. Tell you what, Ryan Johnson has really stepped up the race here. Bunnell, a half-second difference on the race line, 1.97 seconds Ryan Johnson has that clean air. He's taking advantage of it, and he's being able to hook the racetrack here. But we watched Ryan Johnson do the same thing earlier, and I'm curious to see if that's going to make that make those tires a little bit more spicier over the long haul. Let's check in with some folks. Let's check in with Joshua Brock and see how he is doing. Joshua Brock looks to be a lap down at the moment, I do believe. Maybe more than one lap down. All right, take that back. He's 10 laps down. He did get some of that damage repaired. I don't think there's a fast repair on the books here for him, folks. But there's the number one. He is still running, not giving up. Got a little more in the way of that car. I do like the way these cars look at Indy. Not just the fact that they actually look like they're driving on the racetrack, but it just seems like the scan at Indy for Let's Go. How you doing, baby? It just seems like they've made Indy look as close as they can. Now, of course, I've got a few graphics turned down, but it's just the way it goes. Michael Coulter Jr. coming to pit road. Stryker coming to pit road now as well. Ryan Johnson, your race leader. Moving on. Keep on keeping on. Free out the corner. 2.7 seconds, the difference. His last lap, 55.90. Still fastest on the racetrack at the moment. Bunnell. Now, the two drivers that came to pit road, Coulter Jr., he came into pit road. Last time he came to pit road was lap 16 prior to 39, which is the lap that he is coming out completing now. Technically completing lap 40, so he's going to be a lap down here. Pretty close to a lap down. He will have brand new tires. It takes about 50 seconds, 51 to 55 seconds to get in and off pit road cleanly. At speed, and of course with those tire changes, the curious nature of it all is exactly that. Johnson, Bunnell, 2.9 seconds in closing. We'll see Coulter Jr. fares out here. Stryker trying to get back up to speed. He would be a lucky dog if something were to happen here. He was a little slower on pit road, but I think that's where that couple of seconds he is trying to make back up. He's passing. Oh, what was that? That was the 24, I do believe. Grijalva back here. No, that wasn't the Grijalva. Who was that? The Tide Machine. There's the 36. There's Bunnell. There's Grijalva. Brian Farrington back here in the 20. Donnell Williams in the 6 of the Halvaline. Number 6, Rich Holland, right there, has the 5 of Brian Rayburn behind Bob Garofalo. No, that's Bob Gray. There's Gray. Bob Garofalo back here in the number 40. Driving the Cooler Light paint scheme. Get it. Kevin into pit road. Andrew Tettle into pit road as well. Coulter Jr. coming back around. His last lap, 54.35. That was his best lap of the race. He is catching Ryan Johnson 2 seconds a lap at the moment, which only benefits where the lead's going to be a little later on. Jesse in at the number 17, 3.5 seconds back his last lap. Still a half-second difference between he and Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson has just been driving. He's been doing well. Grijalva to pit road, Donnell to pit road, Rich Holland to pit road as well. Bob Garofalo in the number 40 machine. He's going to take over 7th. Skylar Sheridan at number 21 has that sit-go machine going. And that was where Stryker was trying to make that pass. So Stryker still a lap down, trying to catch up to Charles Garrett, the number 33. There's Kevin in the 99. He will be a lap down. He's going to try to get around the race leader here, get his lap back. And we'll do that. Kevin, very smart driving. Going to have William Kern right there. William came in on 40. Rich Holland came in on 42. And they're leaving pit road right now. Little Tabasco love. Ryan Johnson in the 36. It's a 17 of Bunnell Rothler. 4 seconds off the pace. 2 cautions so far. Remember that the Winston Throwback Series is brought to you by MCI Graphics. You can find MCI on, of course, on Facebook, on Trading Paints by searching Michael Coulter Jr. In the search bar. You can look at all those paints by creators and whatnot. Make sure you follow them for all the cool paints that they have out there. Also, Team Monte Carlo, Amar Paintworks, and, of course, thebuttkicker.com. Promo code Throwback for 25% off at checkout. Thebuttkicker.com. Feel what you've been missing over a butt kicker. It is an experience. It shakes you. It will shake you. Tell you what, Ryan Johnson, last lap, 56.28, pulling a full second over the 17, who's in second here. Ryan Farrington, the number 20, has Brian Rayburn closing a little bit of that distance. They all came out of 21. Roughly about 22 to 25 laps. I think that's the cycle. Somewhere in between there, based on the math. And, yeah, pretty good race. Coulter Jr. back to 9th now. Almost needs to be on the same cycle as everybody else. Everybody in front of him has roughly about, Grijalva came out on 42. Coulter Jr. came out on 39. The 3-lap difference on tires there and fuel. Brandon Porter came out on 21. So did Bob Garofalo. All those drivers came in during the caution. So they're just trying to extend some laps here. Longer they hold on to those laps, the more that they'll be pushing some boundaries. And right now there is the number 16. He is going to be coming in. Bob Garofalo will come around turn 1. He's in 7th. Coulter Jr. trying to track him down. Skylar Sheridan, the number 21, will lose about 30 seconds of track here once people start to come to pit road. Ryan Johnson trying to be one of those drivers to hold on. 25 laps on his tires right now. He is going to dip down to pit road, try to come in as fast as he can. He gets down to that 60-mile-an-hour zone. And there it is. 17 in, 20 in. Brian Rayburn will probably come in. Needs to come in at speed. 60 miles an hour is the speed limit on pit road as you see him lock him up. There's Bob Gray coming in. Skylar Sheridan and Bob Garofalo look like they're going to be doing the same thing. Coulter Jr. coming around 3 and 4 here. There's turn 4. We'll see Coulter Jr. get into his pit stop. Ryan Johnson will have to get up to speed. We'll have a lot of time between he and Coulter Jr. here. Long straightaway. Ryan Johnson will try to get up to speed. He's got to stay all the way down to the apron. Right here, there's Joe Grijalva will go around as well. And the 36 has to get up to speed now. There's a lot of time for Johnson to make this work for his point of view. And this is all going to depend on that the end all to be all. And right now, there's the 99 who came in on pit road on lap 41. And Johnson, 5-lap fresher tires. That is going to be the strategy. As the 36 can keep it off the wall and out of the hair of some of the... keep himself out of his own hair, so to speak. That'll be the drive off. We'll see what kind of line. Coulter Jr., race leader. And I'm going to take a little hydrate break, folks. What is going on, Jim City? Good to see you out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. 52 of 100 halfway through this race. We're following along with Donnell Williams. Rich Holland right behind him. Had to take a little hydrate break and to step away for a moment, so apologize about that, folks. It's a long race. Ryan Johnson out front over Michael Coulter Jr. 1.8 seconds in gaining. Those 7-lap pressure tires are playing a big benefactor to him. But Coulter Jr. not giving up hope. He does have Grijalva behind. That is going to be your P2 and P3 at the moment. Kevin has rebounded as well. He's about 5 seconds off the pace, but I wonder if he's going to try to extend some of that lap time. This will come down to the end. We will definitely see pit strategy have to play a factor here. Ryan Johnson, if he goes 25 laps on his tires, it put him into pit road roughly about lap 71, which means that he will not be able to make it on fuel. Coffee giving us a big old sub out there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Did you gift a sub out there? Much love to you. Jim City sending the subs. Appreciate you, man. You gifted 5 of them. Yotes gave it. Dan's gave it. Tinted Views. JJ now subbing. Fantastic day. Fantastic day for everybody. Hopefully everything's working out there for everybody. Thank you to all that. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate you very much. Let's see. Socials are doing their thing. Appreciate everybody out there doing what you are doing. You're much love to everybody. All the wonderful commercials that come into play. You got me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Man, oh man, how was bowling? I know that you were talking about earlier. You had a 245 in your first game. What'd your second and third hold up to? Let's take a little bit. Take a little bit of time right along with Grijalva. There's the 24. Whoop. I think his there it is. I was going to say his track cam was right there. The VR Notion there to the inside. Tries to make the pass on the 3 here. Kevin has some of the faster times out there along with Ryan Johnson. Bunnell faster than the race leader right now as well. He and Kevin trying to rebound. Grijalva, you see the line he's running here. Second game 1-9 didn't adjust well. Doing better now. That's awesome. It's awesome, brother. Always good to see. Always good to see. Bowling is a sport that we all have to take the. So you have to have patience with bowling. You have to hit the line the same way every time, and you know, gotta love some league bowling. That's exactly when these guys are doing it. 56 of 100. Back to the main screen. Bunnell and the 17 there to the inside of the 3. Coulter Jr. Just tire wear and the way that things are working for him. That's pretty much what you're seeing there. Now Jesse came in on 46. He spent about a second and a half longer on pit road than Ryan Johnson, but his lap times are right there with the 36. Kevin, let me go back. Kevin to the high side, 17, trying to make the pass here. He is going to make it cleanly into front straightaway. And the Brickyard is still busy. About 14 laps for pit cycles for most of the drivers that came in after. Came in on lap 46. Some of the other drivers came in on 39 and 41. They're going to try to push it to at least 65. That will be That'll be the pit cycle for him. Ryan Johnson, 55.26 on his last lap, 7 seconds almost, or 6.5 seconds, and kind of gaining here as we see Grujalva trying to hold on. Ryan Johnson using the I call it a broadcast. I'm not racing. They don't want me racing. I would have already been on the wall. 36 taps. Speaking of the wall, 36 taps the wall right there. Little wall scrape for him. He's getting a little bit free off this corner exit. Ryan Farrington, fastest on the racetrack last time by the 20, trying to gain a little bit more here. We'll see what kind of line they're going to be able to run down the backstretch into 3 and 4. There's alcohol involved. It's awesome. Hopefully you're having a great time, man. That's what it's about. Bunnell getting around Grujalva here, 17. Trying to close some of that gap, close some of that distance, take some of that clean air. He will have the 24 with him. 17 will drop to the inside. Watch the drop in on the corner here. You see how the asphalt here is it's starting to darken up here. A little bit more out of the throttle than normal. Got to ride along with the race leader here and do that. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's always fun, man. It's always great to get out there and see everybody, not just see everybody out there, get out there and game with you. It's been trying to get that chest stuff out of the way, and that's been something I've been having to stick with and deal with, but doing all right. We're doing better. I know Jess is probably feeling better. She finally, after this entire time, there's a 36. You see him having to flick the wheel to the right there. He taps the wall again. Jess is finally going to be released to go back to work. But not back to work. She's been working. She's going back to the regular scheduled program. Red lines all the way into it. Gets out of the gas. Tries to turn the corner here. Looks it back to the right just a little bit there. We're talking about... yeah, man, we can play some Warzone. We'll play. No big deal. You see how the tires, when they talk about hooking the corner, that's exactly what we're seeing here. We're seeing him drop the car into the corner, utilizing that banked area to turn the car. 36 right next to the wall there. The right rear quarter panel getting some use out of this racetrack. And woo! Sideways almost. Bunnell trying to get himself as low as the 36, and I think that is where the 17 is losing ground here. Ryan Farrington went around the 99 here, but I don't count out Kevin for anything. 36 closing in on 8 seconds ahead of the 17. Let's go Holland. Brian giving a shout out to this guy. There's Mr. Holland. We got his camera too. Little inside the view. Little spiciness. Tabasco. He's right behind Williams here. It's Donnell in the number 6. If Rich can hold the bottom line down, there's a 43 of Will Kern. He's going to go down to pit road. Holder Jr. into pit road as well. Let's get somebody to the inside. There's the 8 of Stryker, who is a lap down, and I think he's just on fresh tires. He's going to drop into the corner. 8 tries to be side by side with the 6 here. Spicy. His tires are spicy. You can hear that. That's for sure. Now, some of these drivers might try to short pit themselves to put them on the right strategy here, right pitch strategy. They needed 50 laps. And right now, Holland gets a huge run off in the corner. Gets almost into the back of the 6 there. He's holding on. He's hooking. He hooked corner 6, trying to defend the position just by running his line. That's a good little stint. 35 has the 18 of Bob Gray right behind him as well. So this is kind of where things are going. Bob Gray right there with Rich Holland. Holland trying to get to the outside stretch here. Into the corner. Do believe Rich will just kind of let Bob do his thing here and then try to make that crossover move. Make it stick, make it work. Did a great job, Bob Gray, in and out just a little bit right there. Coulter Jr. came to pit road. He is going to be a lap down, but he is going to be fast. He's going to be right there with the race leader, who is going to be trying to make a pass on the 16 here. That's Brandon Porter, and he will have a little wall scrape there. 3 to the inside, faster tires. He's going to pass him like he is standing still. 56.3, won in the last lap for Ryan Johnson. Bunnell, 56.43, still fast for old tires. When we talk about old tires, they're approaching about 20 laps on these tires. The 36 does need to go to at least the, he's going to have to go to 71. Some of these drivers will need to come to pit road. Most of these drivers will need to come to pit road at least one more time. That's for darn certain. Michael Coulter Jr. came in on 61, so he's going to have at least, if he goes all the way to 80, he'll be good to go to make a green flag pit stop and be good to go there. Yeah, pit strategy is a big factor, and if it comes down to it, pit strategy wins this race. I do think that we'll see some of these drivers still trying to close some of that distance. Rich Holland comes to pit road. He's going to drop in, get down to speed. Ryan Johnson, your race leader. Jesse Bunnell, 9.5 seconds. Ryan Farrington off 20. He is in 3rd. Kevin in 4th. Grijalva in 5th. Donnell solid in 6th. Number 6 carries relative to his number. And Bob Gray trying to get himself some speed here. Tenold trying to go around the 18. He's going to be there to the inside. That's the 97 up 13 spots from the start of the race. It's going to be side by side into turn 3. Whoa, little door bump there. 97 up the racetrack. 18 trying to stay out of the 97 there. And caution will come out. And that is unfortunate for those drivers that just came to pit road. Can I get an oi? Yeah, that's funny. We watched what happened there. They got into the corner here. Let's do a little far chase here. This will open some things up. The 18 is as high as he can get, and he is going to have to try to turn into the corner here. Watch this. 18 trying to turn into the corner there. 97 wasn't there yet. 18 of Bob Gray. 97 of Andrew Tenold just didn't get into the gas. He did not accelerate out of that corner. Bob was right there. Let's cockpit view Bob Gray. Not cockpit of right here. Oh, they get a little bit into the corner there. Gets into the... He didn't accelerate at all. He tried. I don't know. I know Bob didn't mean to do that. Does happen. Third caution of the race happened. 67. UWU. What? Oh. I crack me up. Johnson will come to pit road. Bunnell, Farrington, Donnell Williams, Bob Gray. I would say that everybody comes to pit road here. Because then if everybody's on a level playing field, it's 67. They'll still have to come to pit road at least one more time. Kind of makes me wonder if that'll be something they have to hold on to. 75 would be perfect for the drivers, but that's not going to happen. I think everybody's going to come to pit road. Let's see. Brandon Porter would be your lucky dog, so he's going to get the free pass here. Some drivers who were a lap down will be looking to get that free pass. Skylar Sheridan coming around. Coulter Jr. coming around as well. I would expect these guys to come to pit road. Kevin just came to pit road on 65, so he'll be your race leader. Brandon Porter. Let's see, Bob Garofalo is your lucky dog. So Bob's going to come around. He's going to be back on the lead lap. A chance for him to come to pit road as well. He came in on 46. And William Kern looking for a free pass here. He came out on 61. Rich Holland came out on 64. He'll be looking for a free pass. I had to sneeze. Holy goodness. Kevin, your race leader. Pacing around. He had just come off pit road and just started getting himself up to speed too. But he was still on the lead lap, so that plays dividend to what's going to be happening here. Single file restarts for the series. So they'll be back at it here in another lap or so. I wonder if Kevin might come in and take a splash of fuel. I don't know. Brava in second. Ryan Johnson, still your race leader? He came out on 67. How is that possible? Bob Gray to pit road. Bob Garofalo in pit road as well. Not understanding how Johnson... What happened to Kevin? Kevin should have been in your race. I'm not understanding. Guess I don't have to. Kevin should have been your race leader there. Ryan Johnson, Jesse Bunnell, Ryan Farrington, Michael Coulter Jr. will be in fourth. Holland should have been your free pass there. They should have released those cars to be... I'm not quite certain what happened there. Things don't make sense. Striker's going to go around. So we'll have 13 drivers on the lead lap. Rich Holland would be one of those drivers looking for a lucky dog. So is Brandon Porter. Rich came in on 64. He should have been a free pass there. Striker in front of the 36 here. Don't know what's going on. Lights are on the pace car. Ryan Johnson, Jesse Bunnell, Ryan Farrington will be 1, 2, 3. The 8 should have been released to go around the pace car here, but is instead in front of the 36. So I'm not quite sure what the scoring on iRacing is doing here. Misery, what's going on with you out there? How are you doing? Pace car's in. iRacing's doing something funny. Green flag's going to wave. Riker in 13th. No doubt become a lap down pretty quickly here. To the inside, the 36 goes. There's the 17 of Bunnell. The 20 of Farrington drifts up the racetrack. And some race control for Elite. Awesome. Awesome. And I wish it was this league. I'd be able to tell you, I'd be able to ask you a question. Ryan Johnson out front, 0.2 of a second, 70 laps to go. They will have to come to pit road at least one more time. They cannot make it on the cycle that they're on right now. '36, a little free out of the corner. 17 follows suit, tries to follow the draft zone. 20 of Farrington doing a phenomenal job, having a great day up 4 spots. Biggest move of the race, the 21 of Skylar Sheridan up 10. He started 18th. He's in 8th right now. A top 10 kind of night for him. Coulter Jr. trying to run with Grijalva here. These guys need to find their line and need to find it quickly and need to make sure that what they're doing is going to run for them for the long haul. Kevin here in the 99 moving forward. These guys are wanting me next season. I don't know who they are. Who is it? '36 taps the wall. 17 to the inside. Little right side dent. Oh, the NSL. I did one of their races before. Those guys are pretty fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Winston Throwback Series wants to pick me up for their next season. So I'm not quite sure. Woo! A little spicy for both of them. Well, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Tap the wall there. That was like synchronized swimming. It's exactly what it was. Will Kerr getting some shout-outs out there. There's a little 43 action. The Keeganator 606 out there. Right along with them. They say one of their series next season. That sounds good. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody out there that enjoys what I do. I tell everybody out there there are people out there that are doing the things that I want to do, and there are people out there that have really stepped up their game as well and pushed what they do as well. I'm not the best out there, but I am one of the guys that does enjoy this, and it's been kind of nice to get to meet a ton of folks through this platform and through this medium. I didn't expect to be an iRacing platform for almost 2 years now, as far as calling broadcasts and stuff like that. And I do get out there and I do game. I do enjoy myself. Because there are things that I want to do. I wanted to be an esports platform as a whole. So, I watched, the Monday Night Pro Series that Podium put on just here recently, and they did it live, which is something that I wanted to do, and it's so cool to actually see somebody do that. It's like super, super impressed with the fact that they did that. So, all the success and everything to the guys over at Podium and what they do over there. What is it? LSR TV. They've been doing it for a while, and there's just a few folks out there that have been doing this like I've been doing it. Some do it better, some do it worse, some just do it. It's gonna be good. Go Tiny Horse Johnson. He's in second. He's been leading. Ryan's been consistent. I think he's got a little bit of that right side tapola that has kind of upset him, but there's still a lot of racing left. They do have to come back to pit road. Most of these drivers came in on 67. A few of them came in on 61 and 65. They were completing green flag pit cycles when the caution came out with Bob Gray and company getting involved with each other. Tenold was a part of that as well. So they're having to work some things out. But Ryan Johnson getting some love. Give shout-outs out there. I want to hear him. I want to see him. April, thank you very much. I appreciate you. What you're doing out there on Facebook. Thank you. Man, oh man. Sorry for all the ads on... Give a big old like to your thing there. Sorry for all the ads on Twitch. Twitch is giving us bonuses for ads, so you're probably going to see more ads. 36 of Ryan Johnson flat spot of the wall right there. The 99 of Kevin Savoy turning up the fire, trying to gain back to where he was at. That is your pole sitter, Kevin, inside the cockpit of the 99. He's really free, but nothing doing. 17 breaking up the draft. That's something that you see out of every car on the old Indy course. Get in and break up that draft. 36 drives and hooks the corner. Trying to carry 0.7 of a second between he and the 17. Kevin trying to capitalize and trying to work himself back to the front. He came in on 65, and he is still keeping up with 2-lap older tires. 25 laps to go. Make it 24 this time by. Brought to you by MCI Graphics. Make sure you go and check out Michael Coulter Jr. on Trading Paints. Go find his page. He's got an awesome next-gen paint scheme that has my big ugly mug on it. Kind of digging it. 36 into the corner. Gives up the line to the 99. He did not fight that on the high side. That's smart. Kevin trying to close the distance to the 17. These two have been chasing each other all season long that I've been involved with. And right now, Jesse trying to really extend, trying to find points, trying to gain points anywhere that he can. 24 laps to go here. And this is all going to come down to still that last pit stop when drivers come in and who's going to have that consistent line, who's going to be able to make it work. Brian Farrington in fourth is trying to catch up to the 36. He and Grijalva, top 5 night for Grijalva. He's had a pretty consistent drive throughout the entire race. Coulter Jr. in 6th. That's exactly where he started, and he's there needing a little bit of help. Rich Holland in the 35 would be a lucky dog here. He came in on 64. He might be able to stretch a little bit out of here. He's the first car 1 lap down. He is hoping for a caution. I would be hoping for a caution for him too, because that right there is it's disheartening. He should, from everything that I saw on the track and where everybody came off the pit road, Richard Holland should have had a free pass there. Instead, I think maybe somebody stayed out that I did not see, and it forced him to be in the back. Not quite sure what happened there. The 99 had to drop back as well, and that didn't make any sense because he should have been scored the race leader. Just curiosity has me sometimes when it comes to how iRacing does things. Bunnell, Savoy, 0.6 of a second. These two drivers, 99 drifts out of the corner. These two drivers doing really, really phenomenal jobs. And 99 trying to gain any kind of speed out of the corner there. And right now, 17 high into the corner. Carries out of the racetrack. I think that one was just a drive line mistake. 17 into the turn. 99 hits the rumble strips right there. Ryan Johnson there to capitalize as well. Top 3 night for the 36. He started third, and he has led a chunk of change here. Bunnell went from 0.7 of a second over that last lap. Now has brought it down to almost 0.4 of a second as they continue to roll. 3 drivers, you can almost throw a blanket over it. Farrington and Grijalva. These 2 drivers are going to be trying to make something work here. Farrington has 2-lap fresher tires in the 24, but the 24, you can't count them out just yet. 67 laps, Donnell Williams came in on 67. There's the 35, trying to go around and keep that clean. He's going to do that. 6 in that mid-high line. 3 of Coulter trying to run his line as well. He's going to try to make this pass into turn 4. Brock out completing laps, still trying to keep some of those points that he had. He's 13 laps down. That was from that first incident. No fast repair, so they've really had to work at it. Coulter Jr. picks up 6th spot over the number 6. So Kearns, Williams right behind Kern in the 43.
in 8th right now, has the 21 of Skylar Sheridan, who's still one of your biggest movers of the race. Bob Garofalo, not far off either. The number 40, still driving that Coors paint scheme, kind of that homage to the Coors. They've got Coors Light on the front. Bonnell, 17 out front, 20 laps to go. They're going to make it 19 this time by Jesse, because I'm going to break up this draft. I want a little bit of the speed to myself. He drops it into the line, hooks it around the corner. Does a great job of getting a corner exit, but so does Kevin, and so does Ryan Johnson. Right now, the top 3 trying to be the class of the field, and the drive off of 2 been really. This one's going to be won based off of where folks come to pit road. I'm a firm believer in this one. Coulter Jr. came in on 61. He's going to start looking at probably coming to pit road anytime as we're completing 81. He's got 20 laps on those tires. Ian William Kern in the same boat here. Donnell Williams trying to make that line work for the 3. 6 tries to work a crossover here on the 3 car into turn 4. Not going to make it work. There is the 6. Valvoline paint scheme looking pretty darn ferocious right now. Coulter Jr. coming to pit road. Bunnell, Savoy, Johnson, 1, 2, 3. They are about as close as you can get. This is the closest the top 3 have been since starts, restarts, and maybe the start of the race. It's been fun. It's been a good race. 99, 36, 36 trying to make the pass. And I do believe Kevin will just go ahead and let the 36 pass. Don't fight that. Just try to make it work. And right now, the 17 capitalize on that. Ryan Johnson trying to capitalize back, trying to make it work, trying to make it stick. Aaron saying 43, get that top 10 finish. I agree. 36, a little free out the corner. There is the number 3 of Coulter Jr. Gonna have brand new tires and getting up to speed here as the top 3 are going to be right in the mix. Coulter was a little bit off pace there, but he will make it work. 17 laps to go. This will be all about. He was able to put a fresh set of tires on. Brian Farrington coming off pit road here. Does look like Coulter Jr. trying to be in the mix with the 17, the 36, and the 99. Now he got himself around the 99 here, but now he just has to work around the top 2. And 17 a little free. 36 is going to be there. Turn 2 busy. Good run. It's been a good race. 17 breaking up the draft. That having fresh tires behind you only makes for that number 3 car wanting to move. He's like, hey, I'm trying to be patient here. He gets right to the back bumper to the 36. The drivers in front of him are fast, but Coulter is kind of getting stuck behind these 2 drivers. He'll be there to the inside. He will have a run into the corner. He's going to just go ahead and take that. Hooks the bottom line. 36 might be able to utilize this as a picking effort, as right now the 3 gets into the corner right behind the 17. Makes you nervous, but backstretch for the 17 and the 3 here. Coulter Jr. trying to run some faster laps here. Needs to get himself around the 17 in order to try to solidify that. Coulter Jr. in 9th here, trying to track down Farrington. 10 seconds the difference. Brian Farrington came to pit road. He would be, if these drivers came to pit road right now, Brian Farrington would be your race leader. Came in on 83. and has the speed. So the 20 car doing a great job. Kevin coming to pit road this time by. Trying to short pit himself. So is Grijalva. Looks like Bunnell and Johnson 1-2. Right now, nose to bumper, bumper to nose. Right now, they're just holding on to everything that they have for as long as they have. They know that this last time by, whenever they were making green flag pit stops, they had a caution in between all of it, and it kind of upset a ton of that ground. And so now we're looking. Coulter Jr. had an opportunity, to really push himself. He was running for the last 4 laps. He was running the same laps as the race leaders, and now has a lot of ground to make up. He's got about 11 seconds between he and Brian Farrington, who just ran his fastest lap of the race, 54.09 for the number 20. As Kevin tries to come off pit road here, up to speed. Does look like Farrington will try to make 13 laps of work here. Does a phenomenal job of getting himself in the mix. Kevin came in, went ahead and took tires, got himself in and out of pit road very nicely. Coulter Jr. will be right behind him with the 33. Does look like Kevin utilizing that strategy. Kevin has the strategy he needs. There's the 6 coming to pit road. He's pitting from 3rd. Right now, Bunnell and Johnson 1-2. Run. Good run for everybody. 13 laps to go. Winston Throwback Series. 36 taps the wall there. And Johnson got to keep himself clean here. 35 of Rich Holland trying to be the lucky dog. He is 2 laps down. Went ahead and took his last pit cycle. He's in 14th. Is the 43 right there with him. 43 of William Kern would be the lucky dog. He is the last driver on the lead lap. I'm sorry, he's the first driver a lap down. And he's right behind the 35. Both those drivers on brand new tires. Bunnell and the 17. Able to hold on. Ryan Johnson, a little bit spicy on the tires. 12 laps to go. They will have to come to pit road. They cannot make it unfueled. That is already a given. Last pit lap for the 2 drivers was 67. Right now, the boy trying to run the fastest laps here. Brian Farrington, 54.78. 54.18 for Kevin. Michael Coulter Jr., 55.59 for the last lap. Coulter needs some help here. Ian Grijalva, almost neck and neck. Grijalva came in on 86. He's got 4 lap fresher tires. He came at the same time as Kevin did. He's passing Brian Farrington like he is kind of standing still here. 99 trying to win here. And 39 seconds would be Jesse and Ryan need to come to pit road. The 17 and the 36 are going to lose so much ground if they don't come to pit road soon that their lap times aren't going to mean diddly. 17, 43 trying to go around. That's William Kern trying to get his lap back from the 17. 11 laps to go. 6 drivers on the lead lap. Kern trying to make it 7. Here's a cockpit view from the 43. Factor for all the drivers. Tires are the benefit for turns, not for straightaways. These drivers can get up to speed and be super aggressive and super fast. But right behind the 17, there's a whole lot of whoop-de-doos going on. Holy goodness. There's Ryan Johnson back here in the mix. There's a 35 of Holland trying to go around. There's the 5 of Rayburn. 36 looks like he's going to lead here. So Ryan Johnson going to carry another lap. He's got a lot of speed behind him. 8 into the wall there. There's Stryker. Had to pop it off the wall. right in front of Bob Gray. Bob Gray right there behind him. Ryan Johnson is your race leader. Jesse Bunnell comes to pit road. Kevin looking at 3 and 4 here. And we'll take over second. Bunnell will have to hit his pit stop, get in and off of pit road as fast as he can. No tires. Maybe right side tires. I think he just stayed out. 8 to the back bumper of the 36. Caution comes out. And that changes everything. Nothing that Bob Gray could have done there. Take a look here. An 8 tries to get to the inside of the 36 there. 36 slams the door. He's your race leader. And Stryker was trying to get down there. Watch we're going to go far chase. Here's the 8 of Michael Strickland. Far chase here. 36 up high. 8 has brand new tires. He is just trying to get to the inside. 36 comes down into the 8. 8 locks it up. And then right there to the 18. 18 couldn't stay out. You just can't stay out of the back bumper of somebody like that when that's happening in front of you. So Stryker trying to go around. Ends up going around. And the 36 will come to pit road. Kevin will be your race leader. Do believe that is kind of how it works. 36 has to. There's no way that he can make it on fuel. Even clutching it in, he couldn't save 2.5. Basically, he needs to save 7.5 miles of fuel, and I don't think that that's even possible here. Even shutting off the engine. Bob Gray to pit road. Lucky dog should be Donnell. The 6 will be back on the. He should be back on the lead lap. Let's see what happens with the iRacing scoring here. Yeah, there it goes. He is your lucky dog. Skylar Sheridan looking for a free pass. Bob Garofalo looking for a free pass. Rich Holland looking for a free pass as well. Holland would be a lap down. But he's going to have some drivers in front of him that are going to inhibit that. So that will be the way it goes. The 1, the 40, and the 21. Skylar Sheridan. All looking for a free pass here. They are going to get that free pass and be able to be competitive, at least with each other. Because I know that, see, here's Bunnell. He came to pit road on 91, but I don't think he took tires. I think he took, maybe he took right side tires, and that was it. Brian Farrington, because left side tires don't wear the same here. The right sides are what wear the hardest. And so if he took only right side, he might still be able to be competitive. You will see. Farrington is your race leader. 99 went ahead and came to pit road. Went ahead and took tires. Ryan Johnson came in, took fuel. I don't think he even took tires. 36 will have a driver go around. Is it John Hammond? No, John Hammond's right there. Couple Tide cars. There's Bob Gray. He's going to come off pit road. There's a 40, 21. Donnell Williams coming around. He was your lucky dog. He should be able to come to pit road, get an adjustment if he needs to. Since this is a long pace lap, he should be able to get in and off pit road nicely. Pace laps around here about a minute and a half. And they are clicking. Big reminder, been showing you for the last basically 6 weeks. Tomorrow night, season opener for the Wheels America Cup Series. They're going to have the Daytona 250 right here. That is going to be a ton of fun. Stage racing as well, 25 lap stages until the final stage. The third stage is going to be 50 laps. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. And all brought to you by some good old-fashioned folks over at Wheels America. Let's see. But today, Winston Throwback Series, Team Monte Carlo right there on your screen. Butt kicker. Promo code Throwback. Make sure you feel what you've been missing. MCI graphics on trading paints. And, of course, and always, Amar Paintworks. Amar out there running the numbers. Burke out there running the numbers as well. Being the best race control that you could ask for the Winston Throwback Series. 28, 17, 24, 3, and the 43. That'll be all of the drivers. They're going to be ready to go. Bunnell took right. If he took right sides, he's going to be able to be competitive with everybody. William Kern, 43. He came in on 84. He took right sides. 4 tires from Brian Rayburn, who should be able to make this work for him. Johnson back to 7th. He came in and took fuel only. He might have taken right sides. I'm not quite sure. When we go back to it, it'll be 5 laps to go, and Indy has been crazy. 4th caution. And it's been over the stretch of a long race, so there's been a lot of green flag racing here. Right now, they're going to do it again. That's sneeze. 17 to the inside of the 20 already. Turn 1, busy. Grijalva down to the bottom. Farrington to the high side. Farrington trying to make it work. Bunnell trying to lead here into turn 2. It's going to be right there. Bunnell, Farrington, Grijalva, Coulter, Kern. That's going to be your top 5. 24 back in the mix. Caution came out, stacked the field back up, and now everybody is kind of driving where they need to be. Kern and down to the bottom off the racetrack. And Kevin was right there with him. Let me see what happened here. One more time here, folks. 43 was down there. The 99 way below him there. We watched that happen in the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. And that was moons ago. I tell you what, that right there becomes an issue. Kevin trying to be aggressive here to the bottom side. He does have brand new tires, and he's got 4 laps to try to close the distance on all of these guys. And he wants to try to win here. He's got about second and a half to do so. That won't be too big of a deal. I do believe he might have this one if he just has to hold off Bunnell. 17. He came to pit road. He was able to make it work. His last lap, 56.16. Kevin, 56.34. And right now the 24 trying to hold off. We're almost going to have to hold off the 99 as well. Now that they're up to speed, 54.36. Kevin has the faster lap of the top 3, 54.27. Grijalva, 54.58. He came in on 86. He did take tires. So there's 7 lap difference on tires, including 2 pace laps there. The 99 with 3 laps to go is going to have to push it. He's going to catch the 17, and the draft is where it's important here. Turn 3 and turn 4, they'll make it 2 laps to go this time by as Kevin try to hold on. Brian Farrington in the number 4 spot. Michael Coulter Jr. in 5th. William Kern able to get back on the track and rebound here. Still inside the top 10. Skylar Sheridan right behind him. Ryan Johnson had to come to pit lane. Trying to see why he came to pit lane. Maybe he just hit. I think he just hit the pit stop there. Johnson super fast all race long. But this is going to come down to the end of the race. Kevin in second, trying to track down the 17. There's the 24 there as well. Jesse Bunnell, 54.35, trying to make it 1 lap to go. The 99 trying to pull out all the stops here. This is, he's a little free off the corner there. Tries to hook it into the corner. Turn 4 for him. 0.8 of a second. It's going to be a last-ditch effort. Front straightaway for the driver. 17 trying to break up the draft. The 99 right there locked in. White flag's going to wave here at the Brickyard. And this one has been eventful. Half second and gaining. 17 needs to defend. The 99, 46, 4.62 down the backstretch. A 10th gained into the corner. He is there. 2 more turns. 17 high. Drops into the corner. Locks down that left front tire. Gets around the corner. Needs 1 more straightaway. 17 into the corner. 99 is going to make that work. Last ditch effort for the 2 drivers. 17 trying to hold on. Jesse Bunnell will win it here and does so in true form and fashion. These 2 have been chasing each other all season long. I said it before, and back-to-back wins here for the 17. Kevin comes home second. Grijalva comes home third. Farrington, Coulter will be 4th and 5th. That was a long race, folks, and I'm sure these drivers are absolutely arms tired. These are heavy turns. Western Auto, number 17, gets it here. Keeganator says, Kern is your dad. Well, he finished 9th. Good little run. 17 wins it here. Let's go over your race results. And a reminder to go to find MCI on Trading Paints. Give them a follow. Like some of their stuff. 17 wins it here. 99 finishes second. Grijalva in third. Brian Farrington, Michael Coulter Jr., 4th and 5th. Brian Rayburn, Ryan Johnson, Donnell Williams, William Kern, and Skylar Sheridan. That's your top 10. Stryker finishes in 13th. Charles Garrett, 16th. Joshua Brock finishes there in 18th. Part of that first issue that happened out there. And Devin Galvin will take out the top 20. Amar and Evan, thank you very much for what you do out there, running the numbers for everybody, as nobody else could. And there he goes. I think so. I think you did a pretty darn good job, right? I'd say. All right, let's jump into my little booth here, because that's what I need to do, and I need to talk to the number 17 whenever he is ready. And there he goes. Yeah, exactly. He's celebrating back-to-back wins. Take a look at that. I want to make sure the stats are right on there too, because those guys were kind of killer, kind of do their thing. See real quick, folks. Where'd it go? I just had it up. Well, folks, I'm going to have to bring it right back up. Let's see. Yeah, back-to-back wins. Look at that. Pretty darn fantastic. Let's talk to your race winner, Jesse. My man, back-to-back wins, the 17 in back-to-back weeks. Walk me through this race. It seemed like about midway through this race, I mean, we all knew that pit strategy was going to play a factor here. Late caution kind of stacks it up. You took right side tires, able to hold off the 99. He was coming.
Yeah, he was coming. I figured we were going to go green there the rest of the race, so I just took 5 gallons of gas and right side tires on that last green flag stop. And when the caution came out, I knew there might be some guys that come in and get 4, or if they took 4 on on the green flag pit stop, I knew I might be in trouble. So I tried to get away there at the end. When the green flag came out, just tried to get away as far as I could. And good thing I did, because he was coming. That thing is loose with 2 tires. I knew it would be, but was able to hold on barely, but we held on. So pretty happy. Got to correct you. Kevin won last week, so not 2 in a row, but maybe next week.
Says Pocono, you won. Oh, wait, nope. I take that back. Poll. You had the poll. I'm reading the wrong section. Yeah, Kevin, when you won the week before at North Wilkesboro, that's when we were talking. It seems like you guys are kind of chasing each other here. I know that you're trying to stab at his points lead that he has. Yeah, Kevin did win last week, according to that. Yeah, I hate to be wrong in that situation. But how is it with the way that the points in the schedule kind of works here, trying to win every race to be able to take that extra take the extra initiative to gain some of these points back, where 211 points kind of almost seems like that's a lot, but with the way the points are scored here, it seems like each week you guys make progress.
Yeah, it's difficult. He runs great every week. Myself, him, Ryan, we're all kind of fighting there for the win every week. But yeah, Kevin makes it hard. I mean, if he if he doesn't win, he's normally in the top 3, if not the top 2. So like tonight, I'm trying to gain points on him. I missed a week, so I'm a week behind him on points. But it makes it difficult to try to gain anything back on him when he's literally finishing on my bumper every week. But hats off to him. He's really good. He's really fast. He's got the fuel mileage races figured out. We're going to Watkins Glen, I think, next week. I know he's awesome at road courses. I'm not great, so it's going to take a lucky week for me, maybe some pit strategy and some fuel and stuff next week to try to get the best finish I can. But once again, appreciate y'all doing the broadcast. Shout out to the missus and my mom watching tonight. I know they like this stuff, and it's enjoyable when we come home with a win.
Well, Jesse, I appreciate you as always, and congratulations. Always good to talk to you, and we'll see you next week at Watkins.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate the broadcast.
Always, Jesse. The number 17. That's a winner in everybody else's book. Let's talk to the guy that did win last week at Pocono. Similar racetrack style, comes in second. Kevin, you had him in your sights there. 4 tires, that was the magic number. You just had one driver in between you and he to try to make that line work over basically a 5-lap shootout. Walk us through the end of that race. It was insane. It just seemed like you were saving all race.
Oh man, was it ever intense? Yeah, I saved a bit at the start, but after that, I really started to push, but couldn't make my way up that much. I think that the caution before that last one, last long green run, I got super lucky and got onto pit road and got the yellow flag, but I got slowed down a bit by people that had that ran out of fuel, so I didn't take full advantage of that one. But no, got to their back end on that final stretch and try to make something work on Jesse, but man, I just used up the tires a bit and decided to pit a bit early. Took on 4 fresh tires, and if that thing would have went green, it was over. I caught him and passed him in turn 1, and he took 2. But man, that darn yellow flag came out and
Yeah.
screwed everything up. I was sure he had 4, so my only thought is he's gonna get me for sure. Then Ryan came in, and I wasn't sure if Ryan would have been able to catch up, so I tried to put that one away and try to use that, and took 4, trying to keep Ryan behind me and hopefully make my way back up to at least second. But man, when I got up to second past Joseph, and I saw I was catching him fast, I'm like, oh man, he took 2 tires, and was hoping I could get him, but man, I need an extra lap or one of the cars at the start to hold him off, maybe one corner extra, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, he was able to make it work and had a good run there at the very end, and you did as well. Nothing to sneeze at. P2 finish. You still had you came into this race 211 points ahead of everybody. Now I know that I talked to Jesse about how you guys are kind of chasing each other here. You guys are chasing for wins. It just seems like that is it's becoming a Jesse has to win every race to be able to knock into those points. What is it like being kind of comfortable? Can you just race your race, or is that just is it just still your competitive nature to go out there and try to win everything?
I go out to win. You can tell by, I think it was Michigan. I could have just taken a third or a second, but I sped on pit road trying to get in front of them. So same thing at Dover. I think I had like 4 or 5 speeding penalties and stuff like that. So no, I'm going for the win. I want to be trying my best, and at the same time, I mean, I'm trying to save a bit. I don't want to wreck myself. I want to at least get a good top finish, try to mitigate the points lost if I can, and if I can beat Jesse on any day, I'll give it my best.
Well, it did seem like between you, Jesse, and a 36, it was a great race between you guys there for a little while. You had Joseph Grijalva up there, Coulter Jr. was up there with you, Farrington. You got a big stable of drivers that you guys were able to work around, and tonight was no exception. You guys were able to make it work, and if you fell outside of the top 10, it was usually because of pit strategy. So, Kevin, give you shout outs out there. Congratulations on a P2 finish here, and we look forward to seeing you at Watkins Glen. We all know that you're pretty darn good there.
Yeah, first of all, though, I want to apologize to the 43 of William. We got on the back straight at the restart, and I know he tried to crowd me way down at the bottom, but I thought I was perfectly clear, but when I crossed over and tried to get him on the outside, I hooked his rear bumper, just barely nipped him and sent him sideways in the grass. So I'm really sorry about that. That was not my intention, but it happened. But yeah, no, thanks to everyone watching. Thanks to my buddies that are watching probably. Thanks to you guys, Signature Esports, for putting on these amazing broadcasts, man. It's a blast.
It's always a blast. We like ourselves some ARCA Series. Kevin, we look forward to seeing you next week. And once again, congratulations on a P2 finish here.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
You too. The 99 finishes in second. And this guy right here finishes in third. Joseph Grijalva, the Mr. himself, the 24 from El Paso. But your dad's super proud already. I already saw it in the chat. Joe, walk us through this race. This one was kind of trying for you at times, it seemed, and it seemed like you were able to find the right strategy here, be able to hold off a couple of extra drivers, and have that right speed there at the end.
Yeah, I got real lucky with the yellow at the end, but first of all, I was a little disappointed with the 8th place start. So it was just mostly getting through the race, trying to stay clean. The wall got me a little bit, that glue there, nothing too hard, thankfully. So just kind of persevered, try to stay out of it, wrecks. Big night and day from the last 2 races, just getting turned, and this is like a win for me. But that last yellow at the end, it's what did it for me. I had a little bit fresher tires than the 20 and some of those guys up there, but 1799 took 4, and I just tried to hold on.
Well, holding on here, the turn difference here between turn 1 and turn 3, and then turn 2 and turn 4, there's huge differences in the turns. We know that this is basically a quad oval when it comes to how it's designed. It looks like a big rectangle, but each turn is different, and how you approach the turn is a big factor. Trying to hook that left front tire around the bottom of the racetrack without freeing yourself up on corner exit. It's almost like there's 8 corners to this racetrack.
Oh, absolutely. This track is something else. It's challenging. I'm glad I could show up for a track like this. It really puts what I can do on display, I think. But what I did is use markers, the signs on the fence, the caution lights, things on the track to tell me when to brake and when to turn, all that good stuff.
Well, it worked out in your advantage. 25 lap pit cycles seemed to work out to everybody, and you guys were trying different things. It was a good race, and definitely what I'm probably going to go back and watch again, because I try to pay as much attention as I can, but I know there's things that during the race that I miss. Joe, give your shout outs out there, man. Congrats on a P3.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank you first. Great broadcasting as always. Love it. I'll go back and watch the race through and through because you make it exciting. Thank you to everybody watching, and of course my dad watching every week, every Wednesday, either at rec or wherever it happens, always supporting me. I really appreciate him.
Hey, your dad. I look forward to your dad's. I think he puts the same message in every week now. I think
I'm pretty sure he's got that like copy and pasted or saved somewhere.
I love it. It's always great. Joe, congratulations. Yeah. We got Watkins Glen next week. A little bit of road course action. It's gonna be a ton of fun to watch you guys get out there and turn a little bit right side too. Watkins Glen's still it's my favorite road course. So I'm gonna be pretty excited to see what you guys do there. Congrats once again, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Joe Grijalva finishes in that P3 finish, and a big congratulations to Jesse Bunnell again and all the drivers over here at the Winston Throwback Series. Make sure that you go check out MCI on Trading Paints, Amar Paintworks, Team Monte Carlo Butt Kicker. Make sure you go to the Butt Kicker, THEButtkicker.com. Use promo code Throwback for 25% off at checkout. Helps the league out. Helps these guys be able to pay for me and all that stuff, and give something back to their series as well. So always get out there and try it. If you haven't experienced the butt kicker system, it's absolutely wonderful. It's amazing. It just gives you that extra added realism to what you do. Make sure you go to iRacing.com and make sure you sign up for your annual subscription, because I tell you what, it's a ton of fun, and you get a lot of free tracks and ways to get started. You just gotta do it. Gotta get that sim put together for yourselves. Thank you very much to everybody out there for doing what you do. A reminder: tomorrow night, Wheels America Cup Series is going to be right there, and we're going to have that Daytona 250. It's going to be a ton of fun, of course. Friday nights, the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series and the B&R Cup Series on Saturday. Sunday, we're going to have the Outcast Racing League. The ORL is going to be Sunday before the Super Bowl, and then we're going to have some Super Bowl racing. And then after that, Tuesday, we'll be back at it again with the NECRL. A lot of stuff coming up. The Ivy Royal will start on the 22nd, I do believe. So that'll be the day that we are fully 7 days a week. We're going to have back-to-back broadcasts coming not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the following Sunday, when we start the Duck Press Media Truck Series. That's going to be a ton of fun as well. Thank you to everybody out there for doing what you do. Much love and appreciation. Make sure you like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you like the video. It actually helps out by every interaction, every comment, everything that you do. So when you get out there and you chat it up, I appreciate it. It really does make a difference, and shows all the interactions and stuff like that. Go back, rewatch it if you have to. And if you missed anything, or if you had a good time, I appreciate you. Go hug your mom, hug your dad. Tell everybody one more lap. Yeah, Kevin, you had one more lap. I think one more lap. If this was a 6-lap finish, I think you'd have had them. But yeah, get out there, hug your mom, hug your dad, call your kids, call your mom, call your dad. Love yourself first and foremost, and then of course, make sure your family's first, right? All right. Much love. We'll see you in the next one.